Hello friends, today I want to talk about the most basic things about the NHS maternity leave. First things first, when should you tell your employer? So it's best to tell them as soon as reasonable because they do need to make arrangements for it. But the official deadline, I think, is by the end of the 15th week before your due date. So that's about your 25th week. Also, as soon as you tell your employer, you need to have a risk assessment from your line manager or your supervisor. So what it is you sit down with your manager and you go through certain work risks or environment risks like the noise level, is someone always with you, heavy lifting, and shift patterns and all those things. And you agree on adjustments if needed. You are entitled to go to all your antenatal appointments, although they do encourage you to schedule them on non-working hours. However, that's not always possible. So if ever it's your working hour and you have to visit your midwife, you should be able to go to it without any problems, and it's also paid. On your 20th week of gestation, you should be able to get a Mat B1 form from your midwife, or you can ask for it, and you need to send it to HR for them to approve your mat leave, although there is other paperwork you need to fill out. So when can you take mat leave? So you can go on mat leave from 29 weeks. So 11 weeks before your due date, you can go on mat leave, although a lot of people choose to go later. So let's talk about pay, which I think is the most interesting part for most people. So how much do you get paid? So if you have 12 months of continuous service with one or more NHS employers at the beginning of the 11th week before your due date, and you have notified your intention to return to work to the NHS, you are entitled to the following. And your maternity pay is based on your average weekly earnings for the 8 weeks prior to and including the 15th week before the expected week of childbirth. One thing I did not know about the NHS mat pay is that if you received your mat pay and you don't return to the NHS for at least 3 months, you have to pay back your mat pay, which was kind of mind-blowing to me, but that is what the clause says. Although there are exceptions, I would highly recommend that you read the policies and terms and all the fine print for the maternity entitlements and pay, which you can find in the NHS website, or you can find it in your policies in your trust, so you are fully informed. So if you have any questions about maternity leave or pay in the NHS, please leave a comment down below and I will try and answer them to the best of my knowledge. Thank you for watching. Bye.